Welcome to my June favourites video, and I have a special, very special guest. This is Marco, my little puppy. I got him just at the end of May, which is why I was a little bit absent on my YouTube, because I was taking care of this little guy, and now he's getting so big. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see his whole body, but he is 10 kilograms of stone. You are heavy. Yes, and he is so precious, such a good boy. So of course Marco is my first June favourites. Okay, so on to my favourites. So I'm going to start with my makeup. That's not too much, but the two products that I have, or the two combinations I guess that I have, are really good. So first for mascara. I've been loving these two together. So this is a Telescopic mascara by L'Oreal, and this is, I think this is just the original one, and it has a funky little wand, but basically it has really good ability to lengthen your lashes, and if you use this on its own it gives a really nice natural look to your lashes. But for me, because I have quite thin lashes, I always like a bit of drama and volume, and so I've been mixing this. First I do the lengthening and then I do the volumizing, and this is the CoverGirl LashBlast volume. I used to use this all the time and then I just stopped. I don't know, I just ran out of my tubes, whatever, and then I found this random brand new tube in my cupboard and I decided to break it out and use it, and I actually really like it. So I'm reminded why I used to love this mascara. And key, especially with the L'Oreal Telescopic, if you're just going to use this on its own, it's key to curl your lashes. If you already have quite curly lashes, you might not need to, but it still just gives a really nice lifted effect to the eye, and it really makes a huge difference to your whole look. Now for my second makeup product, this is the Bobbi Brown bronzing powder in medium, and I've been using it with this fan brush. So this fan brush, I think it's from Crown Brushes. I got it in IMATS a couple of years ago. It's just a random brush. I like this one because it's a little bit fluffier. You can see it's not too thin, so it's really nice for all over powder, but I've really been liking it with this bronzer because it doesn't apply too much product and it has a nice shape to apply it just in there to contour. Now as for the bronzer, this bronzer is amazing. The color is beautiful, blends really nicely, and as I was saying about the color, it has a little bit more red to it, which is really nice because it mimics a natural tan, because when you do get a bit of sun, your face does go a little bit more red. So really nice product. Now the rest is skincare. So let's start with face skincare. I was going through a moment this month with my skin where it was getting really dry, and for some reason it was around my nose. I didn't have a cold or anything, but I just got really dry around my nose and on my upper lip. So I broke out my Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask, and I used this a couple nights and it completely got rid of that dryness. It's kind of starting to come back, so I need to go back to this. But this stuff is amazing. I love it. And on the other spectrum, I had some really bad blemishes on my chin and even on my forehead, which I don't think I've ever gotten one on my forehead here. So I broke out, I keep on using that word, so I used, I don't know, the Origins Super Spot Remover, and I only got this recently, probably like 2 months ago, so I haven't been using it for too long, but I love this stuff because it works, but it doesn't over dry my skin. So really good stuff. It cleans it out. I wouldn't say that I wake up with miraculous skin, recovered, no pimples. That's not true. It does still take me like 2 or 3 days to get rid of it, but it just makes it so it doesn't come out to this huge issue. My pimple doesn't get too much worse, and it's also great for preventing as well. I've been starting to get some bumps, so I just pop that on and it never grows to something too big. Now onto my body. I've been again obsessed with my coconut oil. I mentioned this last month, or last month. I don't know when my last favorites was. Anyways, I mentioned this, and it's the coconut oil because I've been loving it for oil pulling, which is, you know, a method you can use to clean your teeth. I would recommend you look it up. It's really interesting, really works. But I found an amazing new way to use this. So when I'm in the shower and I'm still wet all over, I apply a little bit of this. I grab a small handful, you don't need too much, and I apply it all over my skin. And because I'm wet and warm, it really smooths over my skin so easily. And the best time to apply oil on your skin is when you still have your skin a little bit wet or a lot wet or soaking wet, because that's really what's going to lock in the moisture from the water. So I just apply this when I'm still in the shower, and then I just kind of tap my skin dry because I don't want to completely rub it off. And that's been amazing. What I will say is that make sure you're getting cold pressed coconut oil. You can see this one right there, it says that it's cold pressed. I got this in Sainsbury's. You can probably get it in your supermarket or your health food store. Really good stuff. And by the way, cold pressed because it retains most of its minerals. Again, you can look that up if you have more questions, but it's definitely better quality if it's cold pressed. And in combination with that, then I apply my Cerave cream. This is the moisturizing cream for normal to dry skin. I use this every single day, and I've been using it for a couple of years because I have started to get really bad eczema. And so the combination of coconut oil and my Cerave has really been working. My eczema was getting terrible here on my arm, and it's not completely gone, but it's a lot better. So I recommend that. So those are my June favorites, guys. Back with Marco now. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions at all of any of the products that I've mentioned, or you have any recommendations, or maybe let me know what your favorite product of this month was, then please let me know. I'd love to read that. And if you have any recommendations on future videos, again, I would appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye! Puppy kisses. Puppy kisses. Kiss the camera. Oh, yeah. That wasn't a kiss, but we'll have it. We'll take that one. Bye, everyone.